All right, so now we have the 11-year-old regional champions from Taunton Eastern Little League in there as we stream live here on 4deepsportstalk.com. Just watch. You can watch us. Just hit the watch us live, or if you're driving around, you can hit the listen live. Or if you're in the area, just listen to 1320 AM. Jeff Lyons is just joining us now. Good job hunting them all down. Were they hard to find?
Great job.
No, actually, incredibly easy. They found me.
They didn't like toss coins at you thinking you might be a beggar on the corner.
Came right in.
This is great. We got a full house in
We do
here,
have the
and we have
full
parents
house.
and siblings in the background over there.
So
So
let-
welcome, guys.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, let's have the kids introduce themselves first. Now, you can move the mic around, then we'll have the coaches introduce themselves.
I want it.
If you want to call in at 508-222-1320, we will take your call. All right, so who wants to... Go ahead. I'm
I
sorry.
do.
Go ahead, old man.
Okay, I am Andrew Cowie. I play center field, number 5.
I'm Jesse Shoves, number 9. I play catcher.
I'm Braden Cowie, number 2. I play shortstop.
I'm Dwayne Burgo, number 6, and I play right field.
I'm Ty Espada, number 3. I play left field.
I'm Ryan Keaton. I'm number 10. I play catcher.
I'm Troy Moore, number 16. I play second base.
I'm Zachary Branco, number 14, and I play first.
Is that everybody? No, we're missing some guys, right, Coach?
Yep.
Do you want to step up to the mic for me, please? And we'll go over the guys that we're missing.
Yep.
And
We're missing Ryan McDougal. They're actually taking some time off, vacation.
Oh, really? They got some
It's one of those things. I think probably Jimmy's sitting in front of a fire with a fishing pole with Ryan. David De Silva is not here, number 21.
Yep.
Who else? Jack Callie is actually up in Cooperstown watching his older brother play baseball, another baseball
Nice.
tournament.
Yep.
We've got Sean Murphy, who is probably hanging with Mickey right now in Disney World. Brady Morin, he's out actually practicing another baseball team, so more baseball for him. Who else are we missing? Is that everybody? I think that's everybody.
All right, great.
Is that? Yep. 13. That's it. So that's everybody, all the players. My name is Mike Callie. I'm the manager of the team.
Greg Morin, coach. Dennis Shaws, I'm also one of the coaches.
All right, so for the record, you guys only lost one game, and that was back in the Mansfield game in the state tournament, right? Is that correct? The only game you guys lost?
That is correct.
In the districts, in the
15 and
districts.
1.
Yep.
15 and 1.
Wow. And I want to thank you for the cue cards. I was going to embarrass the kids because they really couldn't hear me on the radio. I got all their cue cards, and I said, "Hey, what's this?" I said, "Oh, this would be pretty cool."
No, they heard you.
Oh, they
heard
did?
You. We actually,
Oh,
believe it
yeah?
or not, you actually got a compliment from the
Wow.
home plate umpire, who's an international Little League patched umpire who's
Yep.
been all over the world.
Yep.
He had actually great comments about you.
So the
calls
20
that
worked.
you were making
Wow, that was good.
behind the backstop, where he was actually waiting to hear you and what you said before he made his calls.
Really?
Because he was impressed.
Wow. That only cost me $10. That's pretty good.
That's pretty awesome,
Imagine if I
Dom.
gave him 20.
I actually had to take a double take, Dom. It was Greg and I were like, you really mean Dom?
Right. Right.
Nope,
That's
it was
funny.
actually
That's
legit. Yep.
Wow. I'm going to have those CDs done for you guys next week. So I have the New Hampshire game. We'll have the New Hampshire game done.
Sure.
The regional championship game. It came out pretty good, and we tried to stay as neutral as we can, but you guys seriously dominated that tournament. It was really impressive. I don't know if you guys had a chance to listen to a little bit of the broadcast. We were up there. Well, we went up one day, right, Jeff? That was
Yeah,
what
we
ga-
did some play-by-play.
yeah.
for,
What game? Which game was that?
Massachusetts versus Rhode Island.
That was a Rhode
It
Island game.
Yes.
That's right. And we was
Yeah.
that's when we were sweating our.
That's right.
Right?
It was a hot day out there, and we were inside calling the game, so we had a little
Yeah.
greenhouse effect going on. But it was cool.
We
It was
thought we were
cool.
being smart. We had a view of the B field and watching you guys
Mm-hmm.
take on Lincoln, and then, like you said, the green, kind of like now in the back of my with this light I'm getting them on.
It's not too bad.
Oh, it was crazy.
Yeah,
Like
it
sweating up
was.
a storm.
Mhm. We felt like you guys on the field. We were
And,
probably.
right, it was impressive. Also, that was a Lincoln Rhode Island game, and then we
Mm-hmm.
finished up with the yard 2 win. So, what do you guys? Let me ask the guys, and every opinion matters. So we need to find out what was the best part about this run you guys went on. Was it the district, the state, the regional championship?
Probably the region.
Yeah, take charge, Mr. Kelly.
Pass the mic around.
Attaboy.
Probably winning regionals.
Okay.
Probably winning regionals.
Okay.
Winning regionals.
Hitting my first home run.
Right.
Aha, there you go.
Winning the first regional championship in Taunton history.
Probably winning everything because it was my first time.
Attaboy.
Oh, cool.
Anybody else? Everyone has to have an opinion.
Probably winning regionals.
Oh yeah, Cocoa Keys.
No one knows what that is.
Yeah, you gotta
Yeah,
explain
what is
it.
Cocoa
What is
Keys?
Cocoa Keys?
It's not a drink.
So we were bored like all day, and then our assistant coach Dennis brought us to a water park,
Yeah.
and we played. Thanks, Dennis.
It only took him a little longer, right, Coach Morin? Oh, that's too funny.
Okay, so what about the regionals? What was so special about the regionals?
What's cool about it?
Yeah, what was so cool about being in the regionals? Attaboy.
Going there 2 times in a row.
Oh, there you go.
Wow, cool.
Versing teams from all around the region.
Right? Good point.
Probably the same as Zach. I don't know.
That's all right. Do you all pretty much agree that was pretty cool, that part? Is that fair to say?
It was the first ever 11-year-old regional.
Right? Exactly correct. Now, how many years has Taunton East been around that? Well, my kid played. 65 years right now?
Wow.
And that's the farthest they've ever gone.
Yep.
And that's pretty cool.
Yep.
I know the 12s made a run at it, but they got stopped. They got stopped in the state championship, and they were hoping they fall in the up. Well, it happens, What we'll do is we'll take our first break. Of course, we'll step away with a song. You are listening to 4 Deep Sports Talk here on the news station, 1320 AM WARA, and online, all one word, 4deepsportstalk.com. We are highlighting the 2017 Massachusetts State Champions and the Regional Champions from Taunton Eastern Little League. We'll be right back with more right after this. Hey, welcome back. You are listening to 4 Deep Sports Talk here on the news station, 1320 AM WARA, and online and streaming live if you're at the website, all one word, 4deepsportstalk.com. We are highlighting the 2017 11-year-old regional champions from Taunton Eastern Little League. We have 9, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
Again, not bad. Actually, I cheated because Coach Kelly told me now we're going to show anyway, but at least I can show I can count. If you want to call in at 508-222-1320. So what we'll do, guys, I want to ask the coaches what their thoughts were, then we'll come back to you guys.
Yes,
Oh, do
sir.
you have a question real fast before the kids, or no?
Yeah, I can shoot a quick question.
All right.
So, what is the sport of choice outside of baseball season for you guys? Hockey?
Basketball.
Basketball.
Definitely.
Football.
Football.
Basketball.
Basketball. Basketball.
The most
Is that everybody?
I agree.
Do you play sport? Do you play?
I don't play any other sport.
So this
football.
is it? Just football?
Yeah.
Do you play football? Pop one or no?
No.
Oh, okay. So baseball's your thing. All right. So I think that's it. He's a love. All right. So let's do this. Let's bring the coaches on. I just want to ask the coaches a
Yes.
couple of questions. All
Hockey's
right.
the best.
So how did this feel for you guys going on this run? Did you think this team, anyone, it doesn't matter, any three is any order, but I appreciate all three opinions. So I'd like to hear from anyone who wants to step up to the mic real fast and just give us, just your insight. Did you think this team had a shot to go this far? Honestly, of course you want to go. If you could, you'd want to go to Williamsport, but the Yates doesn't allow it, of course, because of the restriction of the way they manage the 11-year-old tournament. So, it'd be nice to hear all three coaches and, of course, 2 coaches and the manager's opinion on that.
Sure. I as a manager, I try to, and I think everybody in the room would agree, and I think the players would agree. We try to set the tone and the expectation right away with regard to overall expectations to make sure that they know that at any given moment they have a chance to pretty much do whatever it is that they would like to do, as long as they're working together and staying together as a group and playing hard and having as much fun. You always think you're going to have a chance.
Right.
But the one thing that we've talked about many times, and I hope the parents understand this going into next year, is how much luck is involved. The kids can be outstanding athletes. They can be outstanding people. The parents, the families can be outstanding people and all want to go in the same direction. But from one tournament to the next, districts, sectionals, states, and regions, there's a lot of luck involved with the many different umpires, the many different calls that could happen, the bouncers going different ways, together with their overall talent and desire to win. There's always that chance. You just got to play the games, and that's why we all play the games. So yeah, that for me, it's making sure they're grounded and understand that at the end of the day that it is just a game, and they continue to have fun and enjoy themselves. So,
How about you, coaches? Could you have anything you can add to that comes to mind?
We were talking about it on the way up.
Yeah.
There's dedication and there's desire. Dedication, oh yeah, he's dedicated. Well, dedicated means you just show up. Desire means you want to put the work in to be better. And that's what these kids do. They have the desire to be better. No matter what kind of things that Mike pushes them with or we ask them to do, they do it. And to us, we look at it as just go out there and have fun, play the game. Every single time they won a game, I don't know if anybody's seen Facebook, there's videos of every win. These kids were on the field for every win except for the walk-off. Game's over, final out, the kids run over to the third base dugout, first base dugout, get ready to line up. These kids don't even realize how great they are and what they've done. They don't even celebrate after a win. They get in line, okay, we're going to do it again tomorrow. So that just speaks that they're a bunch of humble kids, and that's hard to find with 11-year-olds.
All right, it is. What about you, Coach? Do you have anything you want to add?
I just know since they were 8.
Hey, come on up. I just need to come up.
So, I mean, it's
There you
pretty
go.
simple.
We'll get him up there, Coach Callie. We'll get him up there.
It's simple. I mean, it's been around these kids since they were 8, and I mean, it's just the desire and the effort they put in from 8 years old all the way up. Well coached, awesome families. It's unbelievable to watch, and then watching them grow up, it's pretty cool. And basically with this group, it's really managing them how to handle their failures.
Right.
They've had so much success, and then teaching them how to grow up and be young men and handle their failures, and watching them grow up before our eyes. It's awesome, and the sky's the limit for them. We've always talked amongst ourselves as coaches, who's their best competition, and the best answer is it's themselves.
Right.
If they can control themselves, the sky's the limits. Stay humble, keep working hard, but dream big.
Do you guys have anything? Nothing comes to mind?
Well, I was going to ask, when you guys practice, is it like is it an off day for hitting and then an off day for fielding, or is it you guys do
Not
everything?
really.
No.
So every single practice, it's touching all the bases, taking pop flies.
Not always. I've always had the goal to lead by example.
Definitely.
So one of the things that we've always taught the kids is every time you step on the field, there's always a plan. You're always learning, and you've always got to take that approach of, you're going to walk off this field at the end of practice, knowing that you've learned something. And I try to take that approach, no matter what age group I coach with. Always have a plan before I get there. Not every practice is a working practice. Every practice is for me. Before I even get to the field, and I run this by the coaches when I get there, exactly what we're going to do. There's always a plan. There's always an itinerary. Practices we may hit just all one practice. We may mix in hitting and fielding in defensive situations. And then there are other practices where, we're going to play. We're going to have some fun.
Yeah, scrimmage.
I've seen Little League managers and coaches and all-star teams and stuff. Well, they'll practice 7 days a week. And that when the kids are walking off the field, they're completely beat up and exhausted. And I've heard kids say, man, we got to practice again. And when I leave the field, I don't ever want to hear one of my players say that. I want to hear my players always say, hey, I can't wait for tomorrow, or I can't wait for the next practice. I want it to be fun. I want it to be enjoyable. I want it to be memorable. And I think that's the reason why they are who they are and how good they've become, is they don't dread practice. It's not a job. It's not a working environment. You're not punching a clock. And I want the same feeling from the parents. I want them at the end of the day to say, you know what? I hope you learned something today. I hope you had fun. Because my goal as a high school baseball coach is to build that pool of players for Taunton.
Right.
I'm a dad. I got 2 boys on this team. I've got 2 boys that are on other teams. One's at the high school now. I have the same goal as a coach at that level. Is I want that pool. I want Taunton High School to be in BP, and I want Coyle Cassidy. You know, I'm not partial to anyone. I want the pool to be better so
Right.
they can experience the same success at that level as these kids have. And I want them to me, and Dom, you've been the same way. I know you have as a coach back in your day. You want to be able to look at the field when these kids get to high school or potentially college and say, you know what? I coached that kid. You know, I don't want them to look in there and
Right.
say, you know, oh, I'm not that good or I never had that chance. I've always, ever since I've been on the board of Taunton East Little League, I've always had the same philosophy. I want every kid to have that opportunity to feel success and to be able to say, you know what, I had my shot. I either don't like it and I'm going to go in another direction, or maybe, you know what, Coach Kelly gave me that opportunity where nobody else really did.
Right.
And when he gets to high school, has that opportunity, or she gets that opportunity and says, you know what, I want to give it a shot, whether I make it or not. And I take that approach every practice, every game, every meeting that we have.
Right.
The kids mean everything to us.
Now, how do you do it though with the success they've had for the last 2 years? Try to make them humble. Try to let them, hey, there's a chance we could. I mean, you don't want to say they could possibly lose. A team could play better, but I mean, not with this club. But if that ever happened, how do you distill in them? You know, the three of you guys, and of course, I can't speak for the parents as far as, you know, hey, just remember, there's a chance a team could be hotter than us. You know, how do you try to distill that in the kids and make them, hey, this is the reality of the situation. We could come into a situation where they could possibly lose.
Come on, boys. Do you want to share with them one of our sayings?
Yeah, there you go.
What do we do?
What do we do if we win?
Party.
What do we do if we lose?
Party.
There you go.
Very
Chuck them up.
At the end of the day,
DJ Cali.
yeah, I think Greg Morin, Coach Morin talked about it. It's you know, teaching isn't just about the game itself and what goes on the field. It's about what goes on off the field as well. You're going to win games, you're going to lose games. Yes, we've won more than we've lost.
Yep.
And that is fortunate for this group. It's about hard work. You know, Coach Morin said it on the way here. You know, I give the opportunities of, it's an optional practice. You know what? During the summer, I want these kids to have family time. I want them to be able to go away for the day with their families, whether it be to the beach or hang at the pool, or, you know, whether it's their summer reading, or, and none of you probably even started, but, you know,
Right.
but to give the families an opportunity, and even by saying optional,
Right.
the next day, 13 boys are there. It's their opportunity, it's their desire. And we teach that, you know what, that emotional drag, if you will. And there are some players on our team that have a little bit tougher time with their emotions than others.
Right.
It's the age.
Right.
But that age, I think a lot of them are starting to realize on how to work with it. And that's a lot to do with it as well, is, you know, you are going to lose. And we teach them on every pitch you could win or lose.
Right.
On
Absolutely.
every swing you
absolutely.
could win or lose. And there's more losing in this game, and I think this game teaches a lot more about life than a lot of other sports. And I think they've gotten it.
Before we step away, I'm going to try to hold this if I can. I want to make sure we go to the PSA. But I want you guys to tell me, what did you want to work on this year to get better? Was it like Mr. Shabs, I know you're a catcher. Do you want to work on the mechanics of catching? Was it hitting? Was it base running? Someone had to work on something. As good as you guys are, you had to work. Something had to come to mind what you wanted to work on. But I wanted to hear from everybody. Everyone has to have something you want to work on, right? To get ready for the season.
I probably wanted to be learning how to hit better because defense is my strength.
Okay, very good. Anybody else? I mean, you all got to have something that you want to work on. You love this game so much.
I want to work on pitching.
Okay. Now, was it a certain pitch? Was it the way you deliver the ball? Was it a certain pitch you wanted to work on? Or
Velocity.
Exactly.
Control.
Control. Okay.
Good answer.
I was getting ready for like hitting so I can go back to my team and learn the stuff that Mike taught me how to do.
Oh, great.
Hitting and pitching.
Hitting and pitching. Okay.
Ryan, you too good? You didn't have to work on anything?
Fielding. I need to work on fielding.
I don't know one yet. Hold on.
You wanted to work on his DJing for the show today. That's what-
Swag. Yeah, we got too much radio time.
Holding my emotions when I pitch a ball. And when it's
Attaboy.
actually a strike,
Keeping my feet still in the box.
All right, we'll step away. We'll be right back with more. You're listening to 4 Deep Sports Talk here on the news station, 1320 AM WARA. We'll be right back with more right after this. All right, here we go. Ready?
It's Sean Murphy.
Got a call.
Hi, you're first on 4 Deep Sports Talk as we highlight the 2017 Little League champions, regional champions from Taunton Eastern Little League. Hello.
Hey, Dom, it's Pat. How you doing?
Hey, how are you? What's going on?
Good. Hey, guys, how are you?
Can one of them, you can hear him, right? All right, well, let's give it to the coach.
what's up, dude?
I just wanted to say congratulations and thank you. What these guys have done for us, the parents,
Yeah.
the memories they have given us over the last couple of years, and the grandparents is just amazing.
big thank you.
And just sky's the limit in the future.
That's nice. That is nice. All right, well, thank you. Do you have a question for the coaches or the kids while they're here? Or no?
No questions. Just want to say thanks.
You're welcome. Was up? Yeah.
You're welcome.
I think I can speak for them in that, but right, they're saying, Mike Cal, I don't know if you can see him on the internet on TV, but there's a big smile, and everybody, the kids are all over the.
No, we're just listening.
All right, very good. Well, thank you for the call.
Hey, Pat.
All right.
All right, take care.
What long?
Bye bye.
We got a call.
Not bad, right? Well, you know what it is. Sometimes you guys, I hope you guys don't listen to sports radio. Sometimes they're like the announcers can be mean, and we don't do that here. So, are you guys done with doing that? I'm gonna have you guys clean up. You're gonna break out the vacuum
Dom,
cleaner.
I'll tell you, one of the best parts about this is that what most people don't know is, since this run last year and this run this year, and I talk to these two guys here, Greg and Dennis, all the time.
Yeah.
About the texts, about the phone calls, about the walking around at a store. The best part about this whole thing is the things you don't see. It's the people that come out of the woodwork to say thank you or congratulations. Because you know what? For all those people that under their breaths or, not in visual or earshot that may talk bad or may not want to represent this city that we represent well.
Right.
It's those that actually step up and say, great job, and it's wonderful to see, and the kids are playing great, and how you are with those kids is phenomenal. It makes you feel good. It really does. And I've said this to the mayor. I said this to, Tom last year. When you get to those spots in the regionals, the people that truly come out of the woodwork to support you in the black and red, and they're cheering Taunton, Taunton, Taunton.
Right.
It just makes you feel good from where you're from. It really does.
Well, I can't imagine the town isn't behind you guys 100% now, seeing as how far you guys have been the past 2 years. So you guys, they better be behind you. What else are they rooting for?
Well, you know what the tragedy of all this is, if there's any tragedy at all, is that because out of their district you have other good ball clubs,
Yeah.
other good towns. You have Swansea, Seekonk, Fall River American, now Mansfield. If they actually had one charter, and I think it's voted on at the district meeting, and you had kids to pick from the east or the west, I mean, this is a phenomenal team, but you never know what could happen if you ever fall into that situation with one charter. It'd be phenomenal.
I agree 100%. And Dom knows this. I'm originally from Brockton.
Yeah.
And when I was growing up, we had, I think, 5 little leagues in
Right.
Brockton.
Yep.
And now that's gone away, by the wayside. I believe all but one maybe
Downey,
has
I think, is-
switched over to Cal Ripken.
Oh, that's the west side.
Yep,
West,
West,
Virginia
I believe,
yep.
is still Little League.
I think Downey is independent. They're no longer part of Little League or East Side Improvement or Brookfield or any of
And
those.
just coming from those big cities, and Taunton being one of them, if there was one charter with one group,
Right.
the sky would be the limit. I think we'd have much more of a showing, and this would probably be more of a normal occurrence
Right.
in representing, because there are some good kids on both sides. Some
It
good
is.
coaching, beautiful fields. I mean,
Right.
the program would be outstanding.
It really would. And but when you battle those other towns, those towns are smart enough to say, well, we don't want them to have another charter because they believe, they'll be inferior. But I don't think that's fair either, because I've seen Somerset go on a run before and back, and and the Swanseas go on some crazy runs.
And it's
You
cyclical.
know?
It's cyclical.
Yep.
I mean, the West has had great runs at this.
Absolutely.
I believe they've been to the New England Regionals 2 or maybe 3 times. I believe the 1992 team, we've talked about it, was a phenomenal team. And that's what I've heard. I've heard from the other coaches, from the parents. It's just nice to be able to hear Taunton.
It is. It really is.
You know, for all the bad that we hear.
Right.
I mean, going to New England Regional on the first day, you know, our police department, I'm going to tell you something. I had tears in my eyes. Gave us the escort.
Oh, we got to talk about that before we get up
The
there. These
escort.
guys don't know.
There were five awesome, outstanding police officers. Took pictures with the kids, high fives.
Right.
When we got on 24, they got out of their car, giving us a fist pump. You all
That's
hear
awesome.
the negative, but nobody ever talks about the positive. And I'm telling you, we have a great city.
But Dom, you asked me this last Sunday, right before we went on.
Yep.
I grew up in this town. I played in Taunton Eastern Little League. My love for the game of baseball starting at Hart's-Ons in Whittington. To see what Taunton East has become, now the complex, to me, I couldn't be any happier. And when you ask me, what does this mean to the city of Taunton? I couldn't really answer that question because who knew, who's watching? It's Little League baseball. Some people, I've had people come up to me at work following this. Couldn't believe it when I got into work on Monday. They were so excited. They want, oh, what can we do? What can we do? People, you know, we went into Wendy's one night. Hey, that's the team that got the police escort. I saw that on TV. That's awesome.
fun.
I mean, you know, and these are the small things that these kids are gonna have to come up and say, hey, this is how it starts.
Right.
So if they were to make another run next year, it's gonna be,
You would think it'd be a little bit more, a little bit
it
bigger.
would be just be that much more
Yeah.
special. But to us as coaches, to the families, to these kids, we spend so much time together. We talk about all the time. Dwayne is as much my kid as Brady is my kid.
Right.
These kids are welcome in my house. They've all been to my house as the other coaches.
Right.
These kids are so close that there's never a moment where we have to worry about, uh-oh, this one's going to fight this one's going after this one's going after this one. It's more like, guys, could you guys separate each other for a while and go to this place or that place? But it truly is a total family, you know, starting with the families, the coaches, the players. It really is a great group. And I
Well-
think that's what it needs to start with.
Absolutely. I know we only got a minute and a half left, and I know I can speak for the station here, 1320 WARA, and us at 4 Deep Sports Talk, our group here, that we enjoy going out covering. We were blessed because of 1320 WARA to get out there and, you know, program-wise, they always supported everything we did. But real fast, again, we want to say congratulations to you guys.
Yeah.
You know, great
Round
job.
of applause.
Yeah, great job.
Good job, guys.
Good job, guys.
Good job. Yes. Awesome season.
Yeah. Yeah, go quick.
Yeah,
if
quickly
you
give
can.
shout-outs to
You
everybody.
got-
All right, I want to say happy birthday to my dad.
Oh, good
Happy
job.
birthday, Jose.
Any more quick shout-outs? Because we only got really over 60 seconds.
Shout out to my grandma.
Shout out to my cousin Chris and my mom.
How about Brady Moore, who just came in? He doesn't want to shout out to nobody?
What's up, Evan?
All right.
That's all right. Coaches, anything
Hey, Mommy.
before we go? You guys want to shout out real fast?
No, I mean, Dom, I just want to say thank you to you.
Oh, you're welcome.
For the entire time we've been from the state tournament through regionals. You've been right there. You've been right there.
Oh,
and
it's a lot of fun.
And you've stepped right up, and I appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome.
We
Giving the kids all
appreciate
that.
you guys
Thanks,
coming
Dom.
in.
You're
Awesome.
welcome, buddy.
I'd like to give
Thanks,
out.
Dom.
I'd like to give a
Thanks,
shout out
Dom.
to Rhode Island Riverside Little
yes.
League's Challenger Division is going to Williamsport at the
great.
end of this month, and I just want to wish them a lot of luck. They're going to be playing a team from New Jersey, Challenger Division down there, and they're on their way. So
That's cool.
Yeah, shout out to Riverside Little League's Challenger Division.
Quick shout out. We will be back on the air at 5:20 at Taunton High School for Game 2 of the Senior Babe Ruth Championship Series. For Lucy Cabral, Justin Ferrara, Jeff Lyons, I'm Dominic Damiano. We will catch you next time. Everyone have a fantastic weekend.